Okay, we're recording. I'm literally so excited right now. If you guys are not on my level right now, you need to get here because I am so freaking pumped to have 𝗚 on tonight. Like, guys, she's freaking slaying it with distributors. Like, I know, I just screamed into the camera. I don't even care. I'm so excited right now for this month. And guys, when I say that this is about to be a legendary Zoom that we're all never going to forget, I'm telling you right now, yeah, you guys are all going to be on my level by the end of this. I'm so excited. Okay, 𝗚, I'm just going to have you start with your story because I just want to jump right into it. But I feel like there's so many new people on here and they don't even know who you are. So I'm going to have you start with your story. Let me unmute you really quick and you're good.
Okay, I need to be on your level, Haley. I'm like ready for bed right now. Okay, so I'm really excited to be on this Zoom tonight. So I'm going to start with a short version of my story. So my name is 𝗚𝗧'𝘀𝗃. For people who don't know me, I'm 25 years old. I've been with 𝗚𝗏works. Well, it's going to be 6 years, actually 1 week from today, which is so crazy. Like I started 6 years ago as a 19-year-old broke college student. I'm 25 years old now. Like I've literally grown like up through like my college years and matured with this company, which is so incredible because I don't think I would be the person I am today and the way I am today if it weren't for this business. It's so crazy. So I joined as a 19-year-old broke college student. Cassie joined 3 days later. She's like, hey, why don't you just do this with me? You're super broke. You know, you should just, I didn't have the $99 to get started. So drop a 1 in the chat if you did not have the money to get started in this business. Okay. Lots of 1s. Yeah, I didn't have the money to get started. So I borrowed the money from my mom and I'm so thankful I did. So I borrowed the money from my mom. A month in, I went Ruby. So if you're trying to go Ruby right now, drop a 2 in the chat. And I hope that for those of you really trying to go for this goal, you just really do it. That's what I did. I literally did nothing special to go Ruby in my first month. I just wanted it so bad. And I feel like I'm the type of person that when I want something so bad, I literally like make it happen no matter what. I compare it to like when I was like, yeah, I'll never forget this one time. We were stuck in a snowstorm and I wanted to go sleep at Cassie and Adriana's house so badly when they lived here in Connecticut. And my dad was like, I'm not driving in the snow. And like, I begged him so badly to take me there and we fought and I got it. I made it happen. Right. So when you want something bad enough, you'll make it happen. And that's exactly, I as a child growing up, like when I wanted something from my parents, like I would nag them until I got it to happen. So that's what I did when I went Ruby. I had my chart everywhere. I had it in like my phone case in the back. I had it in my back pocket. I was working 2 jobs, so I was super busy. So I understand if you're busy, but don't make that excuse of I'm too busy for this business. Because trust me, you can make this happen. I woke up early before class. I went to bed later. Instead of coming home and napping in between my classes, because I commuted to school, I would work this business. Instead of taking a break at work and just gossiping with my coworkers, I was like eating with one hand and I had my phone in the other hand, working my business. Like I wanted this so bad and I was willing to put in the work and lose sleep and, you know, miss out on certain things because I knew that in the long run, if I made a certain amount of money that I needed to make, I was going to be able to quit those 2 part-time jobs. And then I would have more time to do the things I wanted to do. So fast forward to 3 months into the business, I was able to quit those 2 part-time jobs. So I'm not saying like jump in 3 months later, quit your jobs. Like I was in a different situation. So I was broke, but I was still living at my parents' house. So, you know, thankfully for them, like I had a roof over my head. I had the things I needed, but I didn't have the things that I personally wanted, like the extras, like, you know, going on vacation, treating myself to things, going out to dinner. You know, I had the necessities my parents provided. I'm so thankful for them. So I was able to quit my part-time job 3 months into the business. I was sorry, my sister just texted me and she distracted me. I was working this business I've been working this business full time since 2015. And it's completely changed my life. And I just don't know where I would be without this business. Like, I don't know. I'd probably, I guess, be finishing my degree in college. I am a college dropout. So right when I joined this business, like I finally found something that like I connected with, because I was the child in my family. Like my sister, she's like, has amazing grades. She goes to school. Like she does all the things, you know, she got her master's. She was all in those crazy, like smart classes. And I was just different than her. Like I never liked school. I got awful grades. I barely got into any colleges here in Connecticut. But I knew that when I joined this was something different. Like I felt completely different. I felt for the first time in my life, passionate about something. I felt like, okay, this is my thing. Like, this is what I'm good at. Like, I was never good at school. Like I was a disappointment to my parents at school, literally. Like they're so proud of my sister. She's graduating, with her master's in May. Like, and she's incredible. Like that's her thing, you know, but that was just never my thing. So I dropped out of school. My parents were so upset, you know, but now it's so crazy because my sister now is graduating college, looking for jobs. She literally told me and my mom the other day that she wakes up every single day with, with people from her jobs, like saying no, like declining her application. And it's so crazy because like I am 25 years old, college dropout, no degree whatsoever. And I have a full-time career with this business. So I got sidetracked with my story, but, you know, fast forward to now, 6 years later, like my life is completely changed with this business. You know, I've been able to build my dream home. I was able to do that almost 3 years ago now. I don't live in that home currently. I sold it, but I was able to knock it off my dream board at the age of 23. I pay my mom's mortgage every single month. I'm student loan debt free. Yes, I dropped out of school, but I left college with $47,000 in debt. I was on like a 30-year payment plan. So eventually, like when I would have a family and kids, I would be still paying off those student loans. And within 10 months, I was able to pay that off in cash, like without even thinking twice about it, because interest was so crazy on it. I was just like, I'm just going to get rid of them. You know, I bought my dream car. I'm debt free. I vacation when I want, you know, but the biggest thing that this business has blessed me with is the freedom of time, which is something that no dollar amount can ever replace, because, you know, I'm able to do things that I would never without this business. I'm able to spend time with my family. I'm able to spend time with friends. Like it's a Sunday night at 9:10. I'm on this Zoom tonight and I don't have to worry about getting up early tomorrow. You know, like material things are great. And trust me, like I'm materialistic. I love all the nice things, but you know, but for me, the freedom of time is something that this business, like no money amount can replace that, because I'm able to do things that if I was at a job, I would never be able to do. Like the vacations I take, like I'm leaving for Mexico and 14 days from now, this business is coming with me. I'm going to be working. Yeah, I'm going to be enjoying my time, of course, but I'm going to be working while I'm there. I'm going to be talking to people, telling them about this opportunity and not having to take off of my job and putting time in. Like everyone I'm going with is putting in time to be in Mexico. They're not getting paid while they're there. I am. So, you know, that's something that is just mind blowing to me, that people don't take advantage of this business and are lazy and give excuses, because this is something so incredible we have our hands on. Yes, it takes work. You know, you have to be consistent. It will take time for you to see your success over time, but time goes by anyways, guys. You know, like if I would have been 6 years later, still working my business, making an extra $500 a month, I would still be thankful, because that's an extra money that's coming into my bank account every single day. You know, it only takes $27 a day to make an extra $10,000 a month. So just think about that. But I know I sidetracked my story a little bit, but that's a short version of my story. And I'm so excited to be on here tonight and share my tips with you guys and help you guys grow in your business, because these are the Zooms that helped me get to where I am today.
Literally love that so much. And honestly, like, can we get, like, give her some love in the chat, please? Because when I say, like, you are so good at casting vision, like, it just goes straight to my soul. Like, I just feel your passion, like, coming out through the screen. I just love hearing you talk about your story. And that's why I wanted you to share it, because you're just so good at being like, why would you not work on your phone? Like, time is going to pass anyways. Like, I just love that. You make it so simple. And this whole business is simple. Like, can I get an amen on that? Like, this whole business is so simple. Like, we're not asking you guys to go out and do construction for 15 hours. Like, we're literally tapping buttons. We're talking to people, things that you're going to do at another job anyways, right? And you would have to clock in on somebody else's time instead of your own. So I totally hear you about the freedom of time. And honestly, like, that's something that I didn't even think I was going to get with this business when I joined. And I want you guys to focus on that while she's talking, and while she talks about, like, the conversation she has with distributors. Remember why you joined and all the value that this business brings into your life and all those things that Nay said, because you can tell why she's so good at signing distributors, because she's got the value of the business right here, right? It's literally right here in her mind, and it's right there as she's talking to people, and it's coming out to others. So you guys have to let that passion and that excitement that you have right now voice to other people, so that they can have the feeling that you're having right now as she's speaking to you. So I definitely just wanted to talk about, like, what a normal conversation looks like with a distributor, because we know how to build our business, right? Facebook, Instagram, we can use TikTok now, Instagram Reels. There's so many ways to build your business. And I feel like we've got that basis part, right? But when it comes to actually talking with the distributor, I feel like we can, get nervous of, like, oh my God, what do I say? Or, like, what if I don't know how to train them? Or, you know what I mean? Just, like, all these, like, excuses start to come up in our head as we're talking to someone about getting started. So if you could walk me through just, like, a general conversation, even with somebody you just had today, like, it doesn't even matter. Like, what's, like, the kind of conversations that you have with a distributor before they sign up? Like, are you a voice message person? You let me know. Scripts.
Okay. I'm actually going to go to the most recent convo I had with this girl yesterday who actually signed up. So I don't voice message. So I know this is what I always like to say. If you do something that works for you, keep on doing it. Like, don't change what you're doing because I'm saying that I don't do it. What I love about this business is that we can all do different things, and whatever works for us, like, that's what works, but I'm not here to say just because I don't do it doesn't mean you shouldn't either. Okay. So if you do voice messages and that's working for you, keep on doing that. I personally just don't do it. So, yesterday I texted this girl off my application. I literally used the same scripts over and over again. I just think that keeping it simple and keeping the same thing over and over again and just answering their questions. Like, I'm a total believer in just, like, answering what they're asking. Don't go off and give them way more information than what they're asking you, because you want them to know that the business is simple, that, it's not all this extra info that you're giving them without them even asking you. Like, I'm always like the type of person, keep it as simple as you can. So every single time I text someone from my application, I just say, hey girl, it's Nayara from Instagram. I saw you filled out the application link in my bio. So you're interested in learning more about what I do? ? Would love to give you info. Even though they filled out my application, they told me they were interested. I still always start the text off with, so you're interested in learning more about what I do? Like, still, like, reassuring, like, hey, you're interested, right? She says yes. And this is, like, the script I've literally used since I've joined. I've changed it obviously a little bit, but it just says, so what I do is I market where it works. I just show others how amazing the products are and make commissions off the products sold on my personal website. We do not keep stock of the products. Customers order from my site and the products get shipped directly to them, which makes it very easy for me. So, and obviously I can send all these scripts to Haley afterwards. And she said, how much do you usually make within a month? So I always send our compensation. Oh, thanks, Gabby. I always send our compensation plan script She says, how much do you make? So I always send like the comp plan, the picture, so they could visually see each rank. And I say, our compensation plan is amazing. We make money from commissions from our team and unlimited bonuses. I literally work from my phone only. This business is life-changing and I have an amazing team. We get paid monthly. You can pick a number from this chart above and I will teach you how to get there. And I love that because they can tell me like where they're trying to go for. Okay. You know, you don't want to be like, oh, we're going to work towards getting you to diamond. Not saying that people don't want that income, but sometimes people don't start with that income mindset. I didn't. I wanted only like $300 a month because the car payment I had at the time was $299. So I wanted $300. That's it. I wasn't looking for diamond income. So I say, you can pick a number from here and I'll teach you how to get there. And she goes, before I jump into this, how is it handled when it comes to taxes? So this is just tax talk. This is not anything like important. She goes, my fiance is just wanting to make sure that this is legit before I do anything. Do all of you in here get this question? Is this legit? Right? I get it too, even 6 years later being in here. I've talked to someone else before, but I backed out and I'm serious this time as long as it's legit. She goes, I'm like, yes, of course it's legit. This is my full-time income and it has been since 2015. This is what pays my very expensive bills every single month and what I work really hard towards every month. Is there anything you want me to do to prove? I always ask that, like, is there anything you want me to do to prove it to you that this is real? Because like, you know, I'm always just wanting to know what they want from me so I can prove it to them, you know, and I'm real. I'm like, listen, like, this is my job. Like, this is what I work towards every single month. This is what pays my very expensive bills. Like, I'm just real and raw when it comes to this question. You know, there's no script for this. Like, I just type what I'm thinking at that time. She goes, I don't really know how you can prove it. I'm not saying you're lying. It just seems too good to be true. I'm like, I said to her, I mean, it's definitely not too good to be true. This is a real job and something that you have to work towards every single day. It's simple because it's your own business and no one's bossing you around telling you what to do. But that's the hardest part about this, is that you have to be self-motivated and self-disciplined every single day to want to wake up and do this business every day. So it's definitely not too good to be true. It's an amazing income while being at home, but you have to put in the work if you want the results. And she's like, yes, ma'am. So is there a contract or anything? And I said, no, there's no contracts. You can stop at any time. And she asked how our pay is. So I said direct deposit. So like, guys, keep it simple, you know, always very simple. Just answer what they are asking you. She's like, okay. And you're going to teach me what I need to do to be successful. And I said, yes, I'm going to be here for you every single step of the way. And my girls know this, like, you can blow up my phone all day long and I'm going to help you in any way I can. And that's true. Like, I am always there to answer screenshots. And I even joke around and I say, I want you to be blowing up my phone, so I know that you're serious about this. She goes, okay, good. I work at a daycare full time. And she gave me her schedule. And I said, and this is a script I have saved. And I said, this business is so flexible. When I joined this business, I was working 2 jobs, going to school full time. So I was busy, but I needed the extra income. I'm on my phone all the time anyway, so I might as well get paid for it. We don't get paid hourly, so there's no certain amount of hours that you have to put into this business. You work when you wake up, when you're on vacation, while you're out to dinner, before bed. Like, I work from anywhere. It's amazing. She goes, sounds good. So she didn't have any more questions for me at this point. So I send my script about the kit, and I can also send this to you guys as well. So I say, so let's do it. It's literally the perfect time for you to join. Right now, it's only a one-time fee of $99 to join. And with that, you get your website, all the training you need, and access to all your pages. Right now, when you join, you get a $150 shopping spree as well. Do you want this spot? She goes, yes. And then I said, awesome. Do you have 5 minutes right now to get started? If you do, I'll send you the link. She said, yes. We signed her up. So that's another thing too. It's like, I always make sure that they have time at this moment to get started. And I always at the end, end it with the script. Do you want this spot? Because then they'll tell me like, okay, yes, I want it, or no, I don't have the money right now. Or then they'll be like, no, I don't have the 99. And then I have a script for that as well. But that was like a pretty good combo, because she was asking a lot of questions. You know, she wasn't just like, yeah, let's get started right away. She was just asking a lot of questions and just wanting to know about the business, which is totally normal. But it was a good conversation because she did sign up on the spot. But guys, it's not always like that. You know, I get a lot of on the spot, but also a lot of it comes from following up. 50% of my enrollments are on the spot and 50% are from following up.
Holy cow, that was so good. I literally love that. I'm so glad I had you do that because I didn't even like know like half of that wording. Like, that's so good. Like, I've been in the business, I'm going on 3 years here in a couple of months, which is so crazy. And I didn't even know like some of the wording that you use, like some of the things you said, I was like, oh yeah, like, why don't I say that? Why don't I use that? So guys, no matter what point you are in your business, you can always learn. You can literally always learn. And I know that Nay would agree too, like always learning.
Oh yeah.
And I think the one thing that I really love is that you were always upfront and honest the whole way through. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were like, this pays for all of my bills. There's no reason for you to think this isn't legit. Can I show you how? Like, that was so good. I literally love that. So I love that you're just constantly trying to prove to them that this is legitimate, because honestly, when I joined, I said the exact same thing. Who else said this or thought that that was like the business was too good to be true? Can I get a 1? Like, I thought this was too good to be true. I literally told my enroller, even though I was buying products and I was a customer, I still told her it was a scam. I told that to her face. Like, so just know that it doesn't matter, you know, how long somebody's been watching you, they will still think these things, right? And it's up to you to break through those barriers and make them feel better about it, right? Because they're not, you don't want them to join their like the business skeptical. You want them to join like completely trusting you, right? And so she's literally built this foundation of trust. Like, drop a 2 if you guys felt like, oh my God, I'm ready to sign up. Nay, like after that, all those messages, like I felt like there was nothing else that I needed to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got rid of all the fears. I loved it. And so my other question was, I know that you've done videos on this, but I also see a ton of new faces. Like, I know that we're always bringing in new girls. So if you're new, hi. I want you to, and you can do this while I'm talking, but just drop your favorite distributor follow-ups. Like, even ones where like you've had, like, let's say you've been talking to them for like 9 months. Like, I'm going to use my example. You've been talking to her for like 9 months and you've sent all the follow-ups and you just know that she's right for this business. But like, you're like, okay, I got to say something different, right? I got to break the ice. Cause that was me. Tell me how long in the chat it took you guys to join. Tell me how long it took you guys to join. Because for me, it was 9 months and a crap ton of follow-ups. Like, I don't even know what follow-up she said to me, but I just remember that I was like, when she said it, I was like, I have to do it. Like, it was just kind of the right time for me. It wasn't really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't really like, oh, like she just happened to send me the perfect message. I think it's just a combination of messages, but like, for me, it was the right time. She reached out at the right time. I couldn't afford my groceries that day and she just happened to reach out that day. So yeah, I'm going to let you talk about following up and how important it is, because I know you're huge on that. And like I said, any favorite follow-ups, feel free to like drop them in the chat. I'm like sweating. I'm so excited right now. Keep going.
I'm going to text you the follow-ups, Haley, and then you can post them in the chat, just because I don't have them saved on text replacement, but I do on Wordboard. I do these like in this order.
Perfect.
Okay, I just texted you all of them. Okay, so following up, guys, it's so important. Like, I think we're going to, I don't know if Haley's question has like TikTok in it, but I think we're going to talk about that, which is a huge way that I'm enrolling right now. But, you know, I don't want you guys to get discouraged about TikTok, because like, forget that. Like, the thing is like, you have to follow up, because you can get people coming to you at all times. But if you're not doing the job of following up, you're not going to seal the deal with that distributor or the customer. You know, and I tell this story a lot. Like, when I was building my home, I had this lady that I got estimate for blinds for. She never followed up with me. So I went to someone else and I gave them the business. Like, I wasn't going to follow up with her, you know, like I got, obviously I wanted like 2 opinions, but I worked with one lady. She never followed up with me. She told me she was going to get me the price, never did. And then I worked with this other guy. He was like, gave me the price. He was so quick. Like, he followed up with me. And I was like, and you know, in the midst of me being so busy with like the house building process, like I didn't have time to think like to follow up with the lady to get prices from her, you know? So it's like, don't feel annoying when you're following up. first of all, who freaking cares? Like if they gave you their number and they're interested and they inquired, they want to know about the business. Okay. So until they're like, listen, leave me alone, stop talking to me, keep following up. Like I follow up around 6 to 8 times. And obviously after that many times, then I do leave them alone because it's like, if they're not answering, they're really not interested. But, you know, I signed up this girl the other day and I followed up with, it took her 3 follow-ups. On the 3rd one, she was finally like, okay, like, let's do this. So imagine if I had not followed up with her. I doubt she would have followed up with me and I doubt she would have joined. She would have kept watching my journey. But if I wasn't being pushy and following up every single day with her, she wouldn't have done it because she was scared. She was nervous. So I had to give her that extra push to follow up. So I follow up every single day. So everyone I talked to today, like that I talked to all day, tomorrow morning, I'm going to go in and I'm going to follow up with every single person that just didn't answer me. Even if I texted them and they just didn't even answer my first initial message, I'm still going to follow up with them. Sometimes people are busy. Sometimes people look at their phone and forget to answer. Guys, I'm on my phone literally 24/7 with this business. And sometimes I even forget to answer people. Like I'll open a message of a potential, like yesterday I was going through like my messages just to check to see if I answered every single person. And yesterday was Saturday. So I went through and I went all the way back to Thursday and I didn't answer a potential from Thursday. Like, so, you know, imagine the people who aren't doing this business, like they're definitely forgetting to answer you. It's not because they don't want this. It's not because they're not interested. It's because they're either broke and don't want to admit it. So many people have said, I'm so embarrassed to admit I don't have the money. Some people just answer in their head and forget to respond. So you following up is important because if you're not following up, you're going to lose that sale. So it's very important that you guys are following up and are doing your part as your job in getting that sale, because if you don't, someone else will. Just like the lady with the blinds, like she didn't give me her time. She didn't follow up with me. She lost the sale. Someone else got it from me. So it's very important to be consistent with your follow-ups. I do it every single day. So I'll send my first follow-up message, like in the chat that Haley sent. And then the next day I'll send the next one and the next one and the next one. You know, and in between we'll have conversations. If they stop answering again, I'll still follow up with the next message. So it's very important that you're consistent with that, with your customers and your distributors, because like I said, there could be so many reasons why they didn't answer you. And 50% of my enrollments are on the spot. 50% are from following up.
Love that so much. I just can't right now. I love that you have like all of them and they're all different and they're all in a row. Like you have a full process. Like I love that because it's so true. Like I know for a fact that if my enroller wouldn't have followed up with me and she's like not in the business anymore, but like I guarantee I wouldn't be on Lindsay's team. I'd probably be on another girl's team because I was watching 2 girls at the same time. One of them followed up, one of them didn't talk to both about the business. So imagine where we'd be today, right? So like you could have your next triple diamond, right? You just got to keep following up. And it really is a blessing because I remember you talking about following up about a year ago, Nay. And I remember I got serious about it and somehow somebody slipped through and I was on a Zoom and I saw her and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, you're my potential. I was like, whose team are you on? And I was like, holy crap. She was literally on like a huge top leader Zoom. Like, I don't even know. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't follow up with you from like 2 months ago. Like how embarrassing, right? And like, I don't even know if she's still in this, but the point is like, you will miss out. They will, guys, if they're following you, 9 times out of 10, they're following somebody else too, or they were, right? We're always watching people. And think about how many people we friend today. Do you guys think that out of all of your friends on Facebook that you're the only one on all of their timelines or Instagram? No, they're following tons of people. So I think the good news is like, we get to be like, you know, that one that separates apart from the rest because we know that following up is important and that we have to do it, right? And then just really quick, I want you to talk about like the $99. And I know that there are some people who are new on here, but kits fluctuate. Like I've noticed that like they'll go from like $49 to $39 to $100 to $79. Like I've seen all of it in this business. And I want to know like how you keep a good mindset about the original $99. Like if you could just share just like a few things that obviously that you feel like why the $99 is like valuable.
Yeah. So I actually said this on Lindsay's Zoom last month. I think we did it on March 1st. And I had just ended a great month with enrolling distributors. The kits were $39. And then I'm like, crap, like 99. Great. I'm like, I'm coming from this high of enrolling so many DTs, and then the kits are 99 again. And then I kind of got in this weird headspace, and I'm like, what if I can't sign up all the DTs that I just signed up last month? It's back to 99. Like, what if people don't want to sign up, guys? And I always just think back to myself. Like I'm not even kidding when I say I was so broke. I remember like me and Cassie and Adrian would all hang out, and like, it was kind of like an awkward like time, because it was like, we're like, okay, like who wants to drive? Like, I don't have gas, like, that type of situation, because we're so broke. So like, when I tell you I was so broke before this business, I really was. And if I found the $99 to join, I know that people who want this will do the same. Like, I know that Sasha maxed out a credit card to sign up, who else on my team? Corinne freaking had someone cash app her for the $99. Like, I know that people will find the money to sign up. Okay. So I was like, I had a little moment last month, and I was like, okay, like, what am I thinking? Like the kits are 99. They've always been. It's a treat when they're on sale, but they're not always. And I've always sold $99 kits to people. Like, people sign up for that. Like, what am I thinking? Like, and I just got out of that mindset, and I like snapped out of it. And I was just like, I'm not going to like let these thoughts like overcome my mind, and I'm just not going to let them stay here. So I told them where to go. I was like, get the hell out of my head. Like, this is like, I know that I can sign up people for $99 because I've done it for 6 years. And in between, yeah, we have promo kits here and there, but it's not really consistent that we have kits, and it's not always that we have kits. Like, I would say that probably like 80% of the time the kits are 99, 20% they're on sale. So I'm like, I know that I can do it. So if you're feeling like you don't know if you can like get someone to sign up for $99, change your mindset, because who here signed up for $99? Like, I want you to tell me in the chat, who signed up for $99? Okay. So quite a lot of you have signed up for $99. Okay. So you should be confident enough to tell people like, this business is worth it. You can make the money. I will teach. Oh, look, Canada at 133. I can teach you how to make an extra income. And within your first 30 days, I can teach you how to make that money back plus more. I've seen my girls in 30 days sign up, and 30 days later, make $170 paycheck, make $100 paycheck, make $70. Okay. You're $30 away from making your profit back. And then plus more that you make on top of that. You have to really just be confident in how you're talking to people. Yeah. Some people are just, I push after they say they don't have it. Yeah. Some people just really don't have it. Okay. But if they want this business, and if they're willing to work, they're going to find a way to get it. Just like I did. I was like, okay, I didn't have credit cards when I was 19, but I asked my mom for the money. I probably would have went to Plato's Closet, which is a consignment place here in Connecticut, and sold some stuff. Like, I would always go there and sell random things for money if I wanted something that I wanted to splurge on. So, the people who want this will find a way. So get out of your head that you can't get people to sign up for $99. You know why you can't do it? It's because you think you can't. So that's all I have to say, because literally I'm here to tell you, within 6 years of this business, I haven't always been a mass DT enroller. So I understand if you're like, well, I'm not a mass DT enroller. I felt that way too, but you can become one, and you can become a person that can sign up more than 3 to 5 a month, because that's how I was, and that just comes with how you think about this business and what you're putting out there and how much work you're putting into it. Okay. It all like comes down to the work you're putting into it and just your mindset behind it all.
Love that so much. So good. Now the only other thing I was going to say before, like you, and then you can obviously like, talk about TikTok to end us off. Because I was just thinking about this and I was like, I see all your girls being so successful right off the bat. I was like, what is she doing? So are you like going straight, like when you sign somebody up, like if you could walk me through like your first, like even just 2 days process of like, do you have coaching calls? Like, do you get them on the phone, on FaceTime? Do you set up a call later that week or host a post, dirtless? How do you do it?
Okay. So I'm actually going to send you the script. So I think Sasha got this from Jade and then I got it from Sasha a couple months ago. And I do the guides. Like that's what I'm doing right now with my new DTs. And then these are the scripts. I'll send them to you, Haley.
Okay.
And I just have them go through the guides, watch the first training video. And then from there, I have them create their list of 30. So then I have them message their list of 30. And then honestly, after that, I have them jump in and start doing what we do, guys. And if you feel like you can't train a distributor, I'm telling you, you can, because you're just going to be teaching them exactly what you do every single day. And you're just going to be passing that along to them. Like, you know how to post stories, right? You're going to teach them to post stories, or you're going to send them a story. You're going to tell them what to post. You're going to tell them, hey, this is the message I use. Send this to 10 people. When they answer, let me know. So that's like what I do. I do nothing special. I just do Jade's guides. I don't even use her bot yet. I haven't even tried that really, but if that's working for you guys, keep doing that. I just really did the guides and I was late on the guides too, because I feel like that's been in her team page for a really long time. And I finally did it when she gave the advice to me or to Sasha, I think in February, and then she told me about it and then I started doing it. And it's such a cool thing because I felt like I hadn't had a system before. I felt like I was kind of all over the place with how to train people. Even being 6 years in, I was like, I feel like I don't have a good system down. I just didn't feel confident in my training. And since I've been using the guides, I feel like I have a good team on my 2.0 now that is reproducing with me. Whereas before I would enroll a lot of DTs, but they wouldn't reproduce. And now a lot of them get their 6 LCs. A lot of them get 2, 3, 4, so I'm just doing these guides, and right after they do their list of 30, I walk them through talking to every single person. And then after that, we just go into messaging. We just go into posting. And then I put them in a chat and I send stories every single day. And then I send a task list that actually I'm in one of Britt's chats that she does tasks every single morning. And it's so nice because it reminds me to send my tasks to my girls. And it's so great, her task list, because it talks about it says stories, check, messaging, check. And then it has the message, the cold message we use. And then it talks about following, posting on Facebook. And it's just literally all the tasks that we do every single day. I send it to the girls. The ones that want to work will work, guys. That's the thing too, is that, you're going to have people that just don't want to do the business, and that's okay. And then you're going to have the people that want to. Focus on the ones that want this, because you have no time and no energy to focus on the ones that don't want it. You want to put all your time and energy into the ones that are reproducing, because trust me, they're going to take up your time and they're going to take up your energy, but that's good. The ones that don't want it, who cares? Whatever, check in with them once, twice, 3 times. If they don't answer that, 3 strikes, you're out. I don't keep chasing people. I used to be that person that would chase. If you don't want this, I just don't have the time to put into chasing you, because I want to put my time into the girls that want this business and that want my attention and that want my help. So, I send the task list every single day in the chat. I send stories for them to post. And then the ones that want to run with it are going to do it. And I've gotten to see that, you know, and it's not all that are going to do it, but the ones that want to will, and then they'll send screenshots throughout the day. And what was hard with the guides, it was like, kind of like they were off doing their own thing because the guides is walking them through every single day, like what to do. And it was kind of an adjustment because I'm like, sometimes I wouldn't hear from them. Sometimes they would sign up LCs, and then they would finally just send me a screenshot and be like, hey, I just signed this girl up. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But it's like, it's cool because the guides is walking them through step-by-step of things that I wouldn't do before. You know, so it's helping me help them in a way without me having to do all this extra back end work, you know, and then they're just coming to me with their conversations. I'm helping them seal the deal. I'm helping them with wording. You know, and if they want to hop on a FaceTime, yes. But, you know, sometimes I have gotten to realize that I will hop on FaceTime with people after they get their 6 LCs. Cause after that, I'm going to teach them to go Ruby, and I'm going to teach them what's next. Versus like, if I used to do it like the first day they signed up, and sometimes unfortunately it would be a waste of my time because the next day they would be like, I'm quitting, you know? So, you know, and not always it is a waste of your time, because there are people who sign up and are serious about it, but sometimes they weren't. So it would be a waste of my time. So for me, I do after 6 LCs, because after the 6, I'm going to explain the Ruby chart. I'm going to explain, okay, like this is what you're working towards next. This is your next goal. And those are the people who are serious, you know, because they got in their 6, they're in the business. Like, I'm helping them to do what's next. And always I say, you know, 6 LCs is the goal. And then after they do it, they're like, okay, what's next? Like, they're hungry for more. What's next? So I get them on a FaceTime. I explain the Ruby chart. I explain like placement and all that stuff. And from there, we're just working on the next step and their next goal. So that's what I do with training. It's very simple. I follow these simple scripts here in the chat. I have them on my word board. And I send them like one right out, like literally right after they sign up. And I add them into my Facebook page. I send the one that said, I just welcomed you to our team page, go on to eSuite, send me their website. And I like when they send me their website, because for placement, you know, I like to have it there when I need to place, you know, if I'm placing there, if I'm not, but just even to have it in general, just when they need help for their own sake for signing people up. But yeah, I follow that, and it's like so simple. And I love that Jade created those guides, because it makes everything so much easier on our end. And duplicatable too, which is very important. Like, you want to be able to duplicate things. Like, I don't know if Bianca is on here. I think she said her Wi-Fi kept going in and out, but she's an amazing DT on my team. She joined, I think 2 months ago, and she just got her first DT. And now she's going to be able to duplicate what I have taught her, and she will be able to teach her new DT to be successful and run with this business as well, because of the guides.
I love that. I love that so much. And we also have so much duplication in our team. I feel like I literally love guides, like period. Like, doesn't matter like which like team page you're in. And I love that you said like you get on FaceTime with people who are serious. That's such a good tip to like get on and like show them the Ruby chart and have that one-on-one time with them. And like you said, it's time well spent, because you know they're serious, you know they're excited. Like it's kind of like they like showed proof in the interview. It's kind of like the little interview process. You know what I mean? Like, they showed proof, like, I'm in this, I take this very seriously. Because I know when I joined, and I know not everybody is the same, but like, I got my shopping spree in freaking 48 hours. Cause I was like, there ain't no time to waste. Like, I want to be serious about this. You know what I'm saying? So I love that you do that, and that you devote your time to those people who are serious, because obviously those are the people that deserve it. And then I was also going to say, for the last thing that we talk about here for like the last 15 minutes. So you have been freaking killing it on TikTok, obviously. Literally, I freaking love watching your videos. They're so cute, Nay. But I wanted to say, like, how are you, because I feel like it's so hard to duplicate it. Like, it is so hard, because it's kind of like, if you go viral, you go viral. If you don't, right, you don't. You know what I mean? Because, and I've even had like videos that'll get like 15,000 views, just getting real. I've had like 15,000 views and like one application. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really like, it's not even about the views. I think you're really just going for like the text messages, right? And the applications, like that's what you're going for. I feel like we can get caught up in like, this has 200 views, you know what I mean? Because I scrolled through your page and some of your videos have like 400 views, but you're still killing it, you know what I mean? So if you want to talk about that and like what you're duplicating within your team for distributors, because like I said, I know TikTok isn't always something we can easily duplicate.
Right. And I can definitely speak on that because I didn't start using TikTok until September. You know, while every other top leader was, and they were being so successful during quarantine, they were like taking advantage of TikTok. That's when TikTok became like more in with our business. Like everyone was on it. I didn't want to learn it. Like I hate change. I hate learning new things that are like going to take up my time to learn, you know, and TikTok does take up your time, you know, and I was like, oh, like, I was like low key, like when they were like going to take it away or whatever, I was like, yeah, like hopefully they do because I don't want to learn it, you know, but it's so ignorant of me because Britt's laughing at me. And it was so funny because freaking Britt, like I was like, it took me so long to like get it down. Like I didn't know how to edit. Like I was like, I just didn't get it. I really didn't. I didn't know how to place things. Britt, I was hoping they would take yours away when you didn't know how to edit. Literally, I was like so annoyed. I'm like, Britt, okay, so how do I like edit? Like, how do I just didn't know. Like I did it. And I still don't know how to do like all those crazy things, but that's why I just keep things simple. Like, you know, I hate learning new things that will take time away from my business. So that's why I keep it simple with TikTok. Like I don't try to make things complicated. I finally got on TikTok. Okay. In September, I was like, I just got to do it. Like everyone else is doing it. They're seeing crazy success. I'm not. Like I was in a weird part of my business at that time last year. You know, I wasn't seeing great success. You know, I wasn't happy with where I was in my business. And that was like the first time ever I had felt that way. So I was like, I need to make changes. So I was like, okay. One day I was like, okay, Britt, like we started with reels. So I was like, okay, let's do reels. So, you know, we recorded one, I'd get Britt to come over, she'd edit them. And then after some time, I was like, you know, I got to learn this on my own. Like I gotta get my own ring light. And I just did. One day it finally clicked with how to edit the wording and setting it at the right time. And I was like, yes, I got this. And then I just, you know, have been really consistent, and I didn't go viral. Like I've been doing it since September and I didn't go viral until like last month. So it's going to take time. And you know, the thing is about TikTok, guys, is like, don't spend time on thinking about going viral. Like that's not important. Like the more you post, the more people are going to see your stuff. It doesn't matter if you have 400 views or 100,000. Okay. It really doesn't matter because even when all my videos don't go viral, but some do. But even when I only have like 400 views, I still get a couple applications. It's still great, you know, and TikTok is not the end all be all. Like my work, my business, 1,000% from Instagram and Facebook. I message, I follow up, I post, and TikTok is just an extra thing that I added on. You know, it's not like literally, it's not the end all be all. It's extra. It's what I do to get more of what I'm already getting. So, you know, if you're getting frustrated with TikTok, I get it because I was too. But I have been very consistent with it every single day. So since February 1st, and I'm here to tell you too, I don't know the algorithm. I don't know how it works. I don't know what works, what doesn't. And you know what? No one does. If someone's going to tell you this is what works, don't do that, don't do this, they don't know, because I feel like no one freaking knows. Really, no one knows what works on TikTok and what doesn't. It's so random and it's so weird. So what I do is I post one video a night every single night. I post after like 10 p.m. So like after I get off this Zoom, I'll post a TikTok. And I really only just do DT TikToks. I don't even do like funny ones. Like I'm just like so to the point, like get it done, post, leave it there, let it create the views and all that. You know, I don't really spend that much time like creating like all this other stuff. I just am very to the point of what I need to do on there. And then I post a video and that's it. So I do one video a night every single night. one night which is so rare, one night I just fell asleep. Like I must have been so exhausted. And I texted Britt the next morning and I was like, crap, like I didn't freaking post a TikTok last night. Like I've been so consistent with posting. Like I just went to bed last night, didn't post one. And I can tell it messed a little bit with like the views and like the likes, because I was kind of consistent with how good my views were, and that did mess it up a little bit. So try to be consistent with one video a night, every single night. You know, I got ready on Friday. I took a bunch of TikToks. Like I don't even change my outfits. I keep the same outfit on. I don't even care. I took a bunch of videos, and then I post them. Like I don't get ready every single day. So I'm not going to make a different TikTok with a different outfit every single day. Like Friday, I did like a bunch, so it'll probably last me for like a week. And then like, I'll get ready again on like Thursday or Friday of this coming up week. And then I'll do more for like the next week. So I just do one every single night. And I've been doing that since February. And I feel like that's been working really well for me. Like consistently, like one a night, every single night. And like I said, guys, don't be focused on the freaking views, the likes, whatever. Like I'm telling you, even when I got 250 likes, even when I got 450 views, like whatever, I still got applications. And eventually one video is going to blow up. Okay. It's going to take time. Literally, I've been posting since September, and just now my video went viral. So, you know, keep posting, don't get discouraged. Don't like keep looking at other people's pages too. Cause I would look at all the other viral people and I'm like, oh my God, like what are they doing that I'm not doing? Nothing. TikTok's just freaking weird. Like it's just going to do its own thing when it wants to. Like it's just going to pick a random video that it likes and it's going to go viral. You know, it's just so freaking random. So, and like I said, it's not the end all be all. Work your business, offer the opportunity to people who, like for me, a lot of my DTs come from people who tell me they're broke and they don't have the money for products. I'm like, okay, great. Like, have you ever thought about doing what I do for an extra income? I thought I'd offer the opportunity to you. And they're like, oh, what do you do? And then I offer them the business and I tell them how I make money. And we just start talking to people. I just start talking. And then I, you know, turn them into PDTs after being a PLC. So, you know, TikTok is just an add-on. Be consistent with it. It is a great app that you can utilize right now, but don't be like so over obsessed with it and just getting upset when you don't see viral things, because like I'm telling you, like I've still gotten a lot of applications from my videos that get low views, low likes. And at the end of the day, it's just have fun with it and not be like so uptight about it, because I was like, oh, what am I doing? You know, and then I was just like, whatever, I'm just going to keep posting every single day. I'm going to be consistent. Like one video is going to blow up at one time. And it did, like almost like 8 months later, it did, after me consistently posting. And I've noticed too, that consistently every single night posting has helped a lot too. So, definitely try it. You know, also you don't need to know how to dance. Like I don't get on TikTok to dance. I just point, I put letters, like I copy other people's videos. Like what I do is I screen record someone's video that I want to copy their wording. I go back and forth, literally write the same things that they do. And I post my video and that's it. Like sometimes I don't even like write my own stuff that I think of on the spot, you know, like keep it simple. Like whenever someone else is doing that, they're successful, I'm going to copy them. Like I want to copy the right cat. I've always, like, that's always something that Cassie has told me since the beginning, copy the right cat. People are successful on TikTok. I'm going to be copying what they're doing. Yeah. Word for word. I'm going to change it to what matches with me in my life, but I'm going to copy what they're doing, you know, and literally that's what I do. So, you know, sometimes I change it around a little bit, but that's what I do. So I hope that helps and you guys get on TikTok and just do it and don't feel like pressure to act some type of way, to dress some type of way. Just literally get out there and just do it. That's what I did. And that's what got me over my fear of TikTok.
I love that. And I have to say, it's so funny. Your phases of TikTok are like mine. And what I mean by that is like, you're like so excited, but you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, right? For like a solid week. And you're still trying to figure it out. And then you're learning new things and you're like, oh, I didn't know that would make my life easier. And then you get so stressed out for like months and you're like, why is this not blowing up? And you're looking left, you're looking right. And then you get to this point where you're like, you know what? I don't even care. I'm just going to do it. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm going to put my focus on Facebook and Instagram, and then just kind of put TikTok on the back burner of like, if it blows up, awesome. But if not, I know that I have these two platforms that I've learned how to, you know, mass enroll on. And then when I did that, just like you, it's like went viral. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, sweet. When I stopped caring and I stopped obsessing over what I was doing, and like you said, copied the right cat, I will literally go to Cheyenne Knox, Morgan Martin, like if theirs are like doing really well and they're signing from them and Nay is signing from them, guys, copy them. Like I did that with life posts, because how many of you before this business drop a 1 if you had no idea how to life post? I didn't know. I've made 2 posts in my entire life on Instagram because I had just started my Instagram 3 months before I got started. So that right there is a perfect example of like, I didn't just start making up my own life posts. I would literally go, let's look at Lindsay Burgundy. Like, let's just go copy her stuff. And I would freaking copy and paste it and then just change daycare teacher to chemistry lab assistant. Like it's the same thing, right? Like just change a few words. Same thing with TikTok. Go, and what I will do, screen recording, that is way easier than what I've been doing. I've been freaking screenshotting every 5 seconds to get their wording. I should have just been screen recording, learning so much. So guys, seriously, take all of her tips. And like Nay said, she's still doing all the things. If you guys go to her Facebook, you go to her Instagram, still live posting, still posting on her stories every single day, still posting on her Facebook. I'm not sure if you're doing Facebook host posts right now, but like just.
Oh, I am. I did a host post right before I got on here, and I'm doing that.
Freaking love that. Are you doing like customer or distributor or all, or?
So actually, Lindsay was telling me Amy Spence's tips, which I really love. And then Britt was doing it last night and got really good results with it. Just doing the giveaway one, adding the friends, and then getting new people in your network. So I'm doing that. And I think, you know, coach to post with me, that's another thing too. I was like, can it go away? You know, when it first came out, cause I'm like, it's something I don't want to learn how to do. It's something I don't want to be consistent with, but once I got it into my routine, and I have to definitely implement it way more into my routine, you know, it's work harder, not like work smarter, not harder, because like you'll literally put up a post, it blows up, and all these new potentials are on your page, you know? So, that's what I'm doing for host to post now.
Love that. Yeah, I do that too. And I know that all of our teams are doing that. So thank you so much, Nay, for all of your tips. You're seriously so amazing. Can we like give her so much love? Thank you so much. Like I've learned so much. I have so many notes from this. Let me stop the recording.